Hi, and welcome to this tutorial for the Simple Budget Spreadsheet. In this video, I'll show you how to set up the spreadsheet, enter your transactions, and track your spending throughout the month, or any custom period you choose. With just a few minutes of setup, you'll have a clear overview of your finances and a helpful tool to support your budgeting goals. In this video, I will be using the Google Sheets version, but the Excel version works in the same way. Before we start, it's important to know some cells contain formulas that are essential for the spreadsheet to function. These cells are protected to prevent accidental edits. If you try to edit a protected cell, you'll see a warning message. Whenever you see this message, click Cancel to avoid breaking the formulas. It's best to leave these cells as they are. But if you really need to remove protection, you can do it as follows. In Google Sheets, go to Data and click Protect Sheets and Ranges, select the sheet, and click the trash can icon. In Excel, go to Review and click Unprotect Sheet. The spreadsheet contains 4 sheets, and I will take you through all of them. The very first sheet you see here is the README sheet. It contains a very brief version of instructions so you can easily refer back to them when needed. Now let's walk through the setup. We'll start in the budget sheet. Here you can set the time period you want to track by entering a start date and end date. You can adjust these at any time. Next, choose your currency from the drop-down menu. The currency symbol will update automatically throughout the entire spreadsheet. There's also a field for your next income date. This one is optional, but it can be helpful if you're budgeting by paycheck. Next, head over to the customization sheet. The spreadsheet includes 5 transaction types: income, savings, bills, expenses, and debt. Each type has its own set of categories. You can rename these categories to match your personal budgeting style. These categories are used in the budget sheet to group your transactions and give you insight into your spending patterns. Now let's return to the budget sheet. In the planned columns, you'll enter your planned amounts for each transaction, type, and category. Here in the top left corner, you can see how much you have left to budget. Now, let's move to the transactions sheet. This is where you will enter all your financial activity. For each transaction, fill in the type, selected from the drop-down, the category, also from the drop-down, the date, and the amount. When double-clicking in the date cells, it will open a date picker in Google Sheets. Excel doesn't have this functionality, so Excel users will need to type the date. You can also add a description, but this is optional. Some fields are required for the spreadsheet to work correctly. If you leave out required information, the row will turn red, so you can easily spot that something is missing. The spreadsheet also uses data validation to ensure everything is entered correctly. For example, the amount column must contain a number, and the date column must contain a valid date. If something is entered incorrectly, you'll see a notification. Once your transactions are entered, the spreadsheet automatically populates them in the budget sheet. You will notice that at the top of the sheet, there are 3 filters. When your transactions list starts becoming really long, you can use these filters to filter by date, type, and category. If you are using the Excel version of the spreadsheet, you won't see these filters at the top, but instead you will see arrows next to the column headers, which you can use to filter. Now let's return to the budget sheet once again. You will see that the actual columns are filled automatically based on the transactions you entered earlier. This gives you a clear side-by-side comparison of what you plan to spend and what you actually spent. This overview helps you stay on track and adjust your spending when needed. It also includes a top spending categories section, which highlights where most of your money goes. This makes it easier to identify patterns, spot overspending, and find opportunities to optimize your budget. If you're starting a new month and want to keep your previous budget view, you can simply duplicate the budget sheet by right-clicking on the tab and clicking Duplicate. When using the Excel version, right-click the tab, click Move or Copy, check Create a Copy, and click OK. This lets you keep a clean version for each month or budgeting period. You can also hide or delete sheets by right-clicking on the tab and clicking Hide or Delete. Keep in mind to not delete the original sheets, as formulas are linked to those sheets and will break when they are deleted. And that's the full walkthrough of the Simple Budget Spreadsheet. I hope this tutorial helps you get started quickly and confidently. If you have any questions or need help, feel free to message me on Etsy. I'm always happy to assist.